Hello and welcome back to the Blooming Journal Live. It's me, Colleen Watson, president of Century Plant Publishing, and I'm here to talk about my best books. And once again, these are not the books that are new. These are not the books that I'm reading that I'm reading right now, a monthly thing. These are books I return to again and again and again over the course of years for inspiration, for intelligence, for everything they have to offer. And so today we're going to talk about this is the newest one to my rotation. I only read it last year, and so this is my second reread of it. It's called The Way of Integrity. It's by Martha Beck. So, what I love about this book is that it's not a bullshitty book. And for those of you who are like, she swore, I swear. But this is a book that is telling you that if you want to live within integrity, which is in alignment internally in yourself, integrity, you need to be honest, even when it's hard, even when it's uncomfortable, even when it's messy. And and she's like, it's going to suck. She's not going to say that it's going to be easy. This book embodies the great line in Ted Lasso by Dr. Sharon: the truth will set you free, but first it'll piss you off. It's also going to really complicate the life you've built if that life has been built on half truths, self deceptions, all those other things. And she uses the metaphor in this book of Dante's trilogy, first trilogy in the history, I think, of his three books: Inferno, Purgatorio, and Paradiso. And so she talks about the fact that in this trilogy, the way that Dante structured it is fascinating because when you go into hell, you go down and you keep like circling down and circling down. It's like a funnel, like there's something at the bottom, and yet it gets colder and colder and colder. And the devil in Lucifer, whatever you want to call it, in that book, he's frozen in ice. He's stuck. He can't move, right? And so what she's saying is like when you go into hell, it's about stripping, it's like facing all your self-deceptions. And then you go through hell and climb back up into better parts of yourself, right? Once you've shed, you have to get up again. That's Purgatorio. And then Paradiso is you're climbing up a mountain towards paradise. And she points out that, like, at the beginning of the mountain, it's really steep, it's really hard. But if you get past those things, the climb gets easier and easier, and you shed more things and you shed more things until you're in alignment with your truest values. Is it easy? No. Am I like even started on the journey? Some days I am, some days I'm not. I'm a human being. But this is a big book for me, and it, really uh, changed the way that I kind of looked at things. And I'm going to reread it this year. It is, once again, The Way of Integrity by Martha Beck. I highly recommend this one. It is one of my best books, and it is about making big changes. And speaking of big changes, I have my new business, Century Plant Business Services, where we help you create a plan that secures your legacy. Because what's going to happen to your legacy if you die tomorrow? For most of us, me included, once upon a time, it was everything fell apart and I had to leave let my family pick up the pieces, and maybe you don't want to do that. We'll figure out a plan. If you're interested in talking to me about anything, there is my Calendly link. It will be in the show notes. Thank you so much for joining me today. For those of you who've joined me a lot, I am so grateful for your time and attention. For those of you who just stopped your scroll today, who are like, oh, what's this about? Thank you for that. I am so excited about this new business. I'm so excited about new things. I'm so excited that I've decided to talk to you about books because I think they are so important. In a world of distractions, books force attention, and there's nothing better than that. Thank you so much for taking the time to stop with me today. And remember, rock stars, it is never too late to bloom. Love you. See you tomorrow. Bye bye.